Hey there, Libra. Welcome to the channel. Sarah here. We're going to do a tarot reading for you today for the third week of July 2025. Keep in mind, Libra, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. If you're interested in having a personal reading done by me, you can go to my website, lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com, and the information on how to obtain that is on that website. All right, Libra. Let's get started here. We're going to do a energy check-in. I was doing energy check-in Celtic crosses up until the last sign, Virgo, and after that reading, I decided I'm going to do it a little differently because that reading was a little interesting, and I'm going to try things differently this time. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask about the person who's on your mind. What is the energy of the person on Libra's mind? Oh, this one wants to come out. The Eight of Pentacles is the energy of the person on your mind. This person is working a lot. This person is working towards manifesting their dreams. They may be working towards manifesting you. Why is this Eight of Pentacles here? Let's clarify this. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Why is the Eight of Pentacles? We've got the Seven of Wands, actually, you know what, I'm going to do it like this. We got the Seven of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. And the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Lovers, the Eight of Cups, and the Fool. This is the person on your mind. Okay, so in your layered spread, I noticed that you're walking away from something right now. And it looks like this person is very preoccupied with work right now. And they may be very defensive about this. Like, I'm getting here that this person is, this person is very, we've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles here. For some of you, this person may be very heavily connected to somebody who's at work. They may have been defensive about something. Maybe that was why the gossip card came up in your layered spread this week. Obviously, that's not going to be the case for all of you. It just looks like somebody's trying to avoid a painful ending or a betrayal here, and somebody is also walking away from this connection and moving towards some sort of new beginning here and making a different choice. And it looks like this person is showing up as your person, but please, like I always say in my readings, delegate the energies where you see necessary. If I say that it's your person, it could be you, and vice versa. All right, can we find out with this deck here what the Oracle deck, can you tell us what this Eight of Pentacles is all about? They feel broken. Whoever this is feels broken and regretful. Whoever this is may have been daydreaming about this connection being very different than it ended up becoming. I'm getting that whoever this is may have preoccupied themselves with something else, and it almost feels to me like you, Libra, and we're going to find out more about your energy in just a second, but it does look to me like there's a very high possibility that you may have felt ignored in this connection because somebody was so preoccupied with other things. So, Libra, what is your energy? What is the energy of Libra in this connection? What is the energy of Libra in this connection? The Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, so exactly kind of what I was reading in your layered spread this week. So if you haven't gone and checked that out, you might want to go and watch that after this. I'm getting here very strongly that you may be connecting to somebody else. There we go. At the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. There's somebody else. Okay, so this looks very clear to me. And obviously this is a specific message, so this may not resonate for every single one of you. But the Five of Pentacles, or sorry, Five of Cups rather, in reverse, is my card of rebounding. It's this energy of trying to avoid the pain of loss. Whoever this is somebody who you've had a very strong connection with. And to walk away from this connection is very, very difficult, even though it feels like it's difficult to stay as well. And so it's easier to just kind of distract ourselves with another energy. And I was kind of seeing that in your layered spread this week, that there is this energy of somebody trying to overcome the pain of loss by moving towards something else. And then we've got this Two of Pentacles, which suggests you've got two energies going at once, okay? What is the clarifier for the Five of Cups in reverse? One more. We've got this, you're trying to move on. You're trying to move on to calmer waters. You're trying to avoid the pain of loss. You're moving. It looks like you may be doing it in silence here. We've got the Strength in reverse, the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So if this was a very heavily committed relationship where you have shared assets together, it looks like you have obviously a dependency on whoever this is. There is a certain codependency that's been going on here, right? So what I'm seeing here is that there's some sort of weakness that you're feeling as a result of being in that state, whether you realize it or not. See, doing this reading actually makes your other reading become so much more clear, actually. Because it looks like there's this codependency going on here. So it makes it difficult for you to move in the direction that you want to move into in a way that is not going to be detrimental to your future. So the thing about rebounding is that, and if you are in that position, it might be in your best interest to heed caution doing that, because it did show up in your layered spread this week too, that you were repeating a cycle. So if this is something you've done in the past and it ended up being something that was not happy and healthy for you, you may be getting yourself back into that position here. But it is showing up that you're moving on to something else, or you're debating moving on to something else. You're running. There we go. We did keep getting that in your layered spread too, that you were walking away from something, but you're not speaking up about it, is what I've got. We've got the dishonesty card here about wanting to mend something with somebody else. There's whoever this is that you're talking to is somebody who you look, for many of you, that may not be the case for all of you, but for many of you, this is somebody who you were connected to before, where things had gone awry at some point, and you are trying to make this better now. So you're trying to get out of this other connection. All right, so what is the obstacle here for Libra? What is the obstacle for Libra? We've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. This came up in your reading too. The obstacle... Okay, that's it. Okay, so here's what the obstacle is. If whatever it is that you are moving towards right now, okay, so this is what I've got. Right now, Libra, it's almost like you're in a state of desperation. Because it's like you're trapped. You're already trapped, okay, in a codependency. And so this is potentially what you're going to repeat, okay? So the problem here is that if we're getting ourselves involved in a connection with somebody who, where your chemistry levels are pretty high and the passion is pretty extreme, the obstacle here is that if you're getting yourself involved in a connection like this, once the passion dies down, you may find yourself feeling trapped again, where you're not happy. And for some of you, you were being kind of, it looked like you were overgiving and maybe even feeling punished and burdened by the connection that you're in. All right, the Ace of Wands in reverse. Why is the Ace of Wands in reverse? Why is the Ace of Wands in reverse? The Hierophant in reverse. So this is something that you're not even going to feel fully committed to because you're going to feel trapped, but because it makes you feel weak. It makes you feel weak, and it actually causes a regression of some sort, and it causes you to feel really emotionally imbalanced too. Yeah, there's something, okay, this is what I've got, okay? There's something you're not really facing the truth about this situation. And it has to do with yourself, which came up in your reading yesterday. So you might want to look at that if this resonates. There's something you're not facing the truth about yourself. And it has to do with this energy of getting involved in these connections, that whatever this connection is, it looks like you're repeating something. And once the passion dies down, you're going to feel like you're trapped again. You're going to, this is another, and it's like, I hear readers all the time say, oh, well, she can just get herself out of the trap. Look at her. This is all in her head. It's all in her head. Well, when it's not just in your head, when it's manifesting in your outer reality where all of your material stability is shared with a person who you don't even want to spend your life with. It's showing up that for a lot of you, you're not actually wanting to commit to this because you're giving and giving and giving to these connections. And it's not like you're getting back in return what it is that you feel like you should be getting back. Like it's been punishing and burdensome. So what is this person's perception of Libra? How does this person see Libra? How does this person see Libra? They see you as running. We've got the Page of Pentacles. If you have children involved, you may have children involved in this. I'm gonna get the clarifier before I say anything. Why is the Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords here as this person's perception of you, Libra? We've got the Nine of, looks like, yeah, running and giving up. So that's the same energy is showing up in your energy, that you're the runner here. You're giving up because this has been just an emotionally distressful connection, is what I'm getting here. And it looks like you are bridging a gap with somebody else, and it's from your past. And it looks like it is showing up that something is going to come to light about this. So either this person's perception of you is that this is what you're doing, or they're going to get this perception of you soon if you haven't. Because for some of you, you're kind of being silent about it. You haven't said anything. You're kind of debating it. Something is going to come to light here for this other person. And once this comes to light, their perception of you is that you gave up, you ran, because you were emotionally distressed over the way this relationship was going. So it looks like for some of you, you're bridging a gap with somebody else who was once in your past, and you're making a different choice in a love connection. Can we get... Actually, I forgot to get the oracle cards on the Ace of Wands in reverse. So I'm going to do that first. Can we get the oracle cards for the Ace of Wands in reverse? So yeah, there's some sort of hope. So that's it. So that's okay. So your challenge here was that once this dies down, you're going to feel like you're not really committed to this anymore. Once the passion dies down, and this may be the repeated cycle, and then you're going to feel like you don't have the strength to actually continue in this connection. But then you also won't feel like you have the strength to just leave it either. Like there's this certain destabilization that happens to you in these connections that cause you to, when you decide to walk away, you may be running straight into the arms of somebody else. With that Five of Cups in reverse showing up in your energy. All right. Can we get the Oracle on the Knight of Swords, please? Why is the Knight of Swords here? So you're feeling regret. It is showing you wish this never happened is what's showing up here. Like you're feeling regretful, or this person is feeling regretful about what they did, but you're not satisfied. You regret. Okay, so this might be, okay, we saw a repeated cycle in your layered spread. Just keep in mind that these are the energies that are showing up. You're not satisfied. You feel regretful. You're going to potentially feel like you're potentially getting yourself involved in another situation where you're going to feel stuck and trapped and destabilized again, okay? Because whoever this is not paying attention to you, and that's what I said. Whoever this is paying more attention to something else than they are to you. And you, I'm just going to say, I'm going to validate your feelings right now and say that you have the right to feel the way you feel. You have the right to feel like you don't want to be involved in a connection with somebody who isn't paying attention to you. I have Where Have All the Cowboys Gone by Paula Cole playing in my head right now, so go check out the lyrics to that song. Because it might apply to your situation. All right, can we get this person's behavior and actions towards Libra? This person's behavior and actions towards Libra. We've got the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. This person loves you unconditionally, and whoever this is may want to give you here's what it is. This person's behavior and actions is that looks like they're breadcrumbing you. Now, it doesn't necessarily look like this person is involved with somebody else romantically or anything like that. But with that Three of Pentacles showing up here, they're triangulating you with something. They're making something else more important to them than you are. All right. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? This may be the person who you want. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, it looks like there's... Okay. That's it. This person is paying... This person is... Whoever it is that I'm connecting to is very hyper-focused on their work. You know, I think of that one card in the one deck that says, I bury myself in work to forget you. That's kind of what I'm seeing. That's what I'm hearing in my mind right now, is I bury myself in work to forget you. And so you feel like you're constantly like trying to strive for some sort of morsel of emotional attention. Now, what's showing up here is that you are bridging a gap with somebody else right now, and you are going to detach yourself from this. And there's going to come an end to this connection. Now, it does look like if you do have assets with this person, it might be in your best interest to really consider what is owed to you, and I'm not going to get too much into that. I'm just going to say, like, if you have been the one who has contributed a lot to the household, if you have been the one who has contributed a lot to things running smoothly within the household, you are entitled to things as well. This person is going to feel like they missed an opportunity of some sort as a result of being in this energy where they, like I said, it looks like they're triangulating you with something else and breadcrumbing you. All right, so can we get The message, the oracle message for Libra, please. Reveal unfinished business. Okay. So this is what's going to happen, is that this person is going to start understanding something about your connection. And it has to do with after you reveal. So it looks like right now for a lot of you, you're not being completely you haven't completely revealed this to somebody. It looks like you're about to reveal this, and it may have to do with there being some sort of unfinished business with somebody else. You have unfinished business with another person, is what I keep getting for you. And that gossip card shows up again. That was in your spread yesterday. So this could be somebody who the two of you have gossiped about. This may have been somebody who you were connected to in the past. All right, so the hidden position here, ooh, and out jumps the Page of Cups in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I'm not going to say anything quite yet. I'm not saying anything yet. I know what I'm thinking. All right, can we get the clarifier for the Page of Cups in reverse? That's it. And the Empress in reverse and the Fool. Okay, so for some of you, this is an actual marital connection that you're walking away from. It is showing up here that when you decide to, some of you are going to actually go you're going to actually go after what it is that you feel like you're entitled to financially, and, power to you if that's what you feel like you need to do. It is showing up here that there is a certain amount of emotional derailment that this person may have been putting you through this entire relationship. I keep seeing that you were very highly emotional because of how this person, you feel like there was almost like you were being ignored, or at least breadcrumbed or triangulated, and it was causing emotional derailment. This person is going to be very emotionally unhinged. It's not you're not expecting this when you decide to embark on this new beginning and leave this person out in the cold. The reason why there is an emptiness, or you're feeling desolate here with the Empress in reverse. But yes, it is showing up that you're walking away, you're embarking on a new beginning. Things haven't been totally clear. There's still going to be a lack of clarity for this person. It's showing up that whatever it is that you're moving on to, they're still not going to know what you're moving on to. It's like you're moving on to something else. You're going to ignore them. You're going to detach. You're going to let go. It's like all these energies are very, very supportive of each other. And whoever this is that you're walking away from is going to be left completely emotionally derailed. Why is the Page of Cups in reverse? Chemistry. Overwhelmed. Okay. I see. Okay, so this gossip card, I'm starting to feel may have something to do with whoever this is that you're feeling like you have to mend things with from your past. Whoever this is somebody who you may have talked to this current person with at some point. Now, this person, whoever this is going to be overwhelmed by the fact that they see you as their person, right? And so they're going to be overwhelmed by the fact that you may feel like you may have told this person, maybe that's the gossip, that you have more chemistry with this other person, and this is going to cause a huge problem in this connection. Obviously, whoever this is that's going through this, it's going to be very upsetting for them, but I guess those are the breaks when you're not paying attention to your partner. I'm just letting you know, though, Libra, there is probably going to be some sort of... there is showing up that there is a challenge here of you repeating the same dissatisfaction that you may be experiencing right now with whoever this is. All right, what is the advice? What is the advice for Libra? Oh, out jumps the High Priestess in reverse. Secrets. There's something about secretly moving or moving towards a new opportunity. All right. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance. The Ten of Wands, the Ace of Wands, ooh, the Tower, and the King of Wands. So whoever this is that you're moving towards, it looks like it's a reconciliation. This is fated. This is a fated thing. We did see that in your spread yesterday. This is fated. You are meant to reconcile with whoever this is. Whoever this is somebody who you do have a lot of chemistry with. You are very attracted to whoever this is. This is obviously going to cause a breakup, and it's going to be very, very burdensome on the person. This could be burdensome on you too, but on the person who you're walking away from. Can we get the Oracle on the High Priestess in reverse? Yep, you're detaching from whoever this is that you've been connected to. Just letting you know though, Libra, that whoever it is that you're detaching from right now, you may still have a soul tie connection to them as well, okay? But you know what? I am seeing that whoever this is somebody, whoever it is that you're going towards right now, you feel connected to them, and you have been for a while. This is somebody there's unfinished business. This was fated to happen, to have this reconciliation, and you are reflecting on the fact that you have never truly been able to let go of whoever this is. And so you're detaching from somebody else in order to try and make something else work, and it's from your past. All right, what is the outcome? What is the outcome for Libra? We've got the Empress and the Knight of Wands. So yes, it does look like it looks impulsive because it's like you're moving from one to the next while still connected, and I'm not passing judgment if this does indeed resonate. It's just the reason why you're doing it is because you feel trapped. It's not because you don't want to explore something with this other person either. I mean, obviously that's there too. It's just it's more coming from a place of feeling trapped, I think. You're going to drop one person because it's been hopeless, and you're moving towards a new beginning. There's going to be a loss here. And it looks like you are you are reminiscing about a past person, getting involved with a past person where there was some sort of brokenness in the integrity of your connection. You're trying to make something better with a past person. Can we get this Empress? Can we get you're looking for reciprocity here. There's been damage due to a lack of reciprocity in your connection, and there's a potential that you may be repeating this with whoever this new person is, and it's because I see it all the time. Spirit shows this to me all the time. I do readings all the time, and I'm starting to notice that there's a trend where when we feel trapped, we tend to want to move on to something new right away because we feel almost like it's going to save us from the trap. And it's kind of looking, Libra, that might be what's happening here. So if this resonates with you at all, I really hope that I should just say, I really hope that this resonates with somebody. Like I said, it just looks like you're connected to somebody who has not been paying attention to you. You have every right to feel dissatisfied by this. And it does look, though, like you are going to try and make something or mend something with somebody from your past that you felt like you had missed an opportunity with. It is showing up here that there is something you may be repeating for some of you. This may be the method that you have employed in the past because you feel trapped. And that was why I said, don't shirk this idea that you don't deserve what you do deserve from this connection, the one that you're walking away from. If you feel like there's something monetarily that is rightfully yours, you should go for it and try to maintain as much of your own stability on your own as you can, is what the only thing I can say right now. So Libra, that is your tarot reading for the third week of July 2025. Thank you for all your support, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.